You finding the game?
Oh, my computer's dead.
Hey, Joey, today is take your kid to work day. What do you think mommy does at work all day?
Just sleeps.
Get out of here.
Is he wrong?
I just sleep, you guys. What else do I do?
Sleep.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Eat.
Eat is right. What do you do today?
I got a doctor's appointment today.
For what?
Remember that whole blood pressure thing a year ago?
Yeah.
I got to go back and check on that now.
I have to get Layla's blood work done. I keep getting calls from her teachers that she's falling asleep in class, and we think it's just she's staying up at night or in the morning or whatever. But when I argued with them about her glasses before, I ended up being really wrong. So I need to go get her some blood work.
So before you start throwing down that it's not her blood gauntlet, you want to go check it out first.
Yeah, because last time they were like, she's squinting to see the board, and I'm all, her best friend has glasses. She just wants glasses like her best friend, right? And then we took her to the eye doctor, and she should have had glasses like years before that. She so can't see. But she's falling asleep, and I kind of like, it's not the teacher's fault, it's, but I'm kind of like, why are you letting her? Like, as soon as she puts her head down, you can tell her, get up, like, stand up. Why are you letting her go to sleep?
Right, take a lap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, speaking of sleep, that's the other thing I'm doing at the doctor today is apparently I stop breathing when I sleep for a little bit.
You have, like, sleep apnea? That's usually heavier people.
That's what I thought. Maybe because I was heavy for a while. Maybe my body is still like, I don't know. When I lay on my back, apparently I stop breathing, but when I lay on my side, I'm okay.
Are you a snorer?
Yeah.
God, that's the worst. I hate people snore. It's the worst. Like, I stayed at a hotel a couple weeks ago, and the people next to me must have been like a snorer. And I almost complained about their sleeping habits at a hotel. It was so loud.
I wonder if I get one of those fancy machines that goes over my nose when I go to bed.
You know what? That's a hard limit for me. I won't need a machine. Yep.
Wow. Even the quiet ones?
Yep.
Because you just don't want to look over and see somebody hooked up?
Nope. I don't want to see them hooked up. It freaks me out that they can't breathe at night. And I cannot be with somebody who snores that loud. I can't. The last guy was hard enough. Like, I ended up on the couch multiple times. Just snored.
Really?
Like, hella pissed. And he's not doing anything. He's just sleeping, and I'd be pissed in the middle of the night. I have to sleep well.
I don't think I snore as much.
I do when I'm super tired, when I'm exhausted. So there was a couple weeks, when I was going through some stuff and I wasn't sleeping well at night. And finally a buddy was like, why don't you come sleep over here? Maybe you'll feel a little bit safer if you're over here. And I get up in the morning and he's on another floor of the house. And I go, what's going on? He goes, dude, you were snoring so loud. I go, what? He goes, I know you haven't gotten sleep in weeks and you must have just been exhausted. He goes, I couldn't even move you over. I'm like, my bad. Just, that's like, you could tell, like, I haven't had sleep in a while. Just out cold.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I snore like that every night. Or I did at least. I think I did at least.
I can't do it.
So.
Do it.
There's Victor. Yeah. Hey, you know what? Today's April 22nd. It looks like he survived. 2 days later, he checks back in. Good to see you, Victor.
He wasn't around yesterday. He was still high.
Glad you made it out okay. It's like, we're going to get a message now. This isn't Victor. It's his girlfriend.
Right. Just checking in so you guys think he's alive.
Yeah. This is one of those things where like you hear the delivery driver at Domino's saved a man's life because the man orders a pizza every single day. And then the one day he does it, the delivery driver's like, well, this isn't normal for Bob.
I'm going to go get him a pizza. Headed to Hawaii. I heard it's a little strict. When you get back, Victor, let us know what it's like there. Because I have some friends going there, but she heard it's like super strict.
I've heard different things about different states. I mean, obviously we know Florida's wide open. I talked to somebody who has a second home in Arizona, and they said that like all of Arizona is completely
Arizona was wide open when I was there at Christmas time.
like maskless and open is what I heard.
We ate in restaurants. The only thing COVID they did, and I'm like, you guys just want it this way, is there was most of the restaurants didn't accept cash. You could only use your card. But everything else, like the mask was wide. No, we went everywhere when we were in Arizona. Vegas was pretty strict when we were in Vegas, but Joe, my ex-husband, said that like one day they just opened and now everything's open.
That's
Vegas.
what I heard too. That's what I have a friend Mel who told me that. She's like, just one day.
I'm hoping when you go to Reno, it'll be like that, because when I went to Tahoe too around the same time, they were strict.
Yeah, no, Tahoe was strict when I went up too. Remember, I was in Tahoe in the beginning of February.
Oh yeah, and they were still stricter in the casino, right?
Oh my God, super strict. I was hanging out. The girl I was hanging out with was coming in. We were coming in from like the Mont Bleu side, and because we were wearing masks everywhere, right? Well, she'd forgotten hers, and so we came in. And the guy was like, "You need a mask." Okay, cool. Sorry, got a mask. Came back around. It was literally like one of those things where like we went outside and came back in, like not even 30 seconds, right? But the mask, it was total slip of the mind, and like in our face about the mask. And it was one of those like, dude, I get it. I'm with you. I'm on board. I promise this is a mistake. Because it was one of those like, if we see it again, you're not coming back in here.
Oh yeah, we did that in Vegas too. And we're like, we respect you. We'll do it. And he's like, yeah, that's what you say. But and I'm like, dude, we're leaving. Like that place, I was done. That was at the Circa or whatever, the new one. I won't go back.
I saw somebody take pictures of a place called like Area 52 or something like that in Las Vegas. It looked like a really cool.
Victor, where?
Well, hey, it's a really good thing that we have the app. Download the Cap app, free in all the major app stores, or stream us online at khop.com.
The only place I got close to aliens is that alien beef jerky place I went.
No, this was more of like, it looked like an indoor, like kind of like a restaurant, but it had like cool pastels and stuff on the wall, like a black light room, like a huge black light room or something.
Joe went to some weird, what's that place that your dad took Gabby with all the like grocery store that's all black lights and weird items and stuff in it? Layla, do you know what I'm talking about? What's the name of the place that your dad took Gabriella? What's it called? Omega Mart.
No, this wasn't that, but now I want to go to Mega Mart. How come Odessa doesn't have a Mega Mart?
It's like $45 to get in, and all it is like a grocery store with weird items or something, and it's all like black lights and stuff in there. And Joe took his oldest daughter, but I don't think he took these two.
Okay.
But that might be what you're talking about, no?
No, it was an area something. It was an alien themed thing, and it was like a restaurant. But now I'm contemplating paying $45 to just go grocery shopping in a black light like that. I was thinking about Area 51.
Reno a little bit. Why Reno? So dirty.
Okay, this is a good question. I like
Reno. Tahoe. Okay.
I like Reno because of the history. I like Vegas. Don't get me wrong. I love Vegas. I have a great time whenever I go there. To me, Vegas is a manufactured town out in the desert, which is fine. But because I grew up in Auburn, I see Reno and I see the history there and the history of Tahoe, and that's what I grew up around. So I'm just more partial to it, I think.
Okay.
And then Reno was always where, when I was 18, 19, 20 years old, you couldn't wait to get to Reno because it was an hour up the hill and it had all the things that you weren't allowed to do until you were 21, but it was just an hour away. Okay.
I mean, I'll eat in Reno. That's fine.
But I don't know. I think it just goes back to, I mean, I spent, 17, 18 years old. We'd go all the way up the freeway that way. And we would take snowboards without bindings and we would go down like the deserted freeways and stuff. And that was just kind of our spot. I think I'm just conditioned for it because I love Vegas. Vegas is super fun. I love Vegas.
Yeah, I was thinking more Tahoe because Vegas is still a drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's still because their dad has to work this weekend, but he's still coming down. Coming up.
Yeah, coming up. Yeah.
And it'll take him like 7 hours to get here, so he won't get here till like 7 o'clock at night, and then he's got to leave on Sunday.
I think the reason I prefer Reno over South Shore Lake Tahoe on the Nevada side is because I think Reno comes off a little dirtier, and I think I expect that out of a casino town.
You think Reno
Well,
comes?
I mean, I know, but
Oh,
but like back in the day when you went to South Shore and you were hanging out by yourself, at least for me then, because I was only 20, 21, 22. Well, I was 20. No, I was 30 actually last time I was in South Shore. I don't know. I just felt like it wasn't as fun, Like
does Reno have like higher like rated restaurants? Like we went to Hell's Kitchen when we went to Tahoe.
How was it?
It was good.
Was it what you would expect from Hell's Kitchen?
Okay, so they have like the restaurant inside, but then they have like these 2 bay windows, like bar windows that are on the outside, and you can see into the restaurant. And we sat at that, and I prefer that. I'd rather sit up at the bar anywhere at any time, even though it was a higher end restaurant.
Yeah, absolutely.
We weren't dressed up to go in, so it was perfect. The service was perfect. The guy's right there. You're sitting at the bar.
That's what it is.
That's
what it is. That's the difference between Las Vegas, South Shore, and Reno for me. I'm not a dress up guy. I mean, I will if I have to, but to me, Reno is not as dress up as Vegas comes off for me, or especially South Shore comes. South Shore comes off very dressed up for me.
Yeah,
and,
I'm just a little bit like Tahoe. Like we went to like the Lucky Beaver and Fox and the Hound, and with the Hell's Kitchen, we were able to sit on the outside of the restaurant, so I didn't feel like we had to dress up. But even when I went to Vegas, we went to the Emeril Lagasse's restaurant, and we weren't dressed up.
No, okay.
Everybody else was.
Maybe I just get in my own head. I think I get in my head a lot.
You don't know anybody. Who cares? Literally, whether you're in Hawaii, Reno, Vegas, do whatever you want. You are never going to see those people ever again.
Okay, you say that, but when I was in Utah a few years ago, we were staying at this place that had a golf course like on the resort, right? Nobody was using the golf course. It was empty. I had a pair of khaki shorts on and a tank top, and not a bad tank top, just a nice striped tank top, right? And I know that you're supposed to go collared shirt when you go golfing. I get it. But again, nobody was there. Nobody. It was twilight hours. And I got Kip behind the counter who's checking in at, I don't know, 19 or 20 years old saying, "Can you go back to your room and get a collared shirt, please?"
Yeah, because reversing to back what I said, that it doesn't matter, nobody's there where you're at. You shouldn't be wearing tank top anywhere. You're a grown man. Stop wearing tank tops.
I'm going to go to a dollar store. I'm going to go to a thrift store today, see if I can find one.
Stop it. I hate when men wear tank tops. I don't care how hot it is. I don't care how rich your muscles are. Put on a t-shirt. It's weird.
Do you want to know what I have coming in the mail tomorrow?
A tank top?
No, an Argyle t-shirt.
I'm fine with that. I bet you that the kid at the golf course wouldn't have sent you back to your room if you were wearing it.
I shouldn't have to go to those lengths.
You should have known better.
I did know better. I thought I would have got away with it. There was nobody there.
All right, you guys. We'll see you at 8. Bye.
Bye, guys.